Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In the last video we removed the front bumper from this 2021 Ford Puma. Now we're going to carry on and we are going to change the aircon rad condenser. So let me show you where I've got up to, what I've done and how we get into this situation, and then how we're going to move forward and replace it. So let's get into it. So as you can see, the front bumper is off and we've just removed the plastics that went in front of the Radpack there, which are here. They're just held in with a couple of little plastic clips, 2 clips on this one at the top here and here, and then the rest is just push fit. And then this one comes off the bottom, also has 2 little clips that go in here and here. This is the top air pipe that runs along the top of the rad up there. We've removed the headlights, which is 2 30 Torx bolts, and then they just pull out, undo all the wiring as well. Then we've come underneath, we've removed the under tray, which is about 6 Torx bolts and 2 push fit plastic fasteners, and then this hard plastic bit which sits at the front under this Radpack here is just 3 10mm bolts, and then this little plug here. So once that's all undone, we get to this situation here, and what we're going to be doing is removing this whole Radpack together. So from here we're going to be looking underneath. We want to, anything that's attached to this Radpack we want to undo. So the boost pipe, the coolant, we're going to have to drain the coolant out. We're going to undo all these connectors for the fans, and as we look up there's a couple more connectors up there, and we're going to make sure nothing from this Radpack is attached via wiring or pipes. Then what we'll have to do is we can undo these bolts here that attach it. There's a plastic bracket in there, I'll show you in a minute, and then this whole Radpack should drop down onto the floor and we should be able to separate out the aircon condenser. So let's start stripping it down and see if we can get it out. So at the bottom of the rad we have this little tap here which we're going to undo, and then water should hopefully not cover me. And then we're just going to drain that into a bucket. Now that's draining, we're going to go up and take the cap off the top, and then that will drain out even more. Just whip the cap off the top, and that will allow the coolant to come out. So now whilst we wait for that to drain, we're just going to take another look around and see what else needs to come off. So this boost pipe at the top, coolant hose at the top, and a few bits of wiring here and there, obviously the connections for the air conditioning. And then hopefully once we undo all these bolts, this bracket here, the whole thing should either drop out the bottom or pull out the top. There's some wiring underneath here which we're just going to unclip. And then a little plug. Once that wiring is out of the way, we don't want anything to get snagged on this when it comes down. So let's carry on and find more stuff to take off. At the top, got this wire and a few clips. We've got this big plug for the fan here. So we pull the little red tab back, and hopefully that will come out as well. Gonna have to do that one from underneath. Pull this little clip back off here and wiggle your top hose off. Just Bend it up out the way. Now we need to get this boost hose off. Sometimes they just need a little wiggle to break free. Now this boost hose is off. Just leave that to the one side. Now let's take this connection off here. The air conditioning is completely empty. And we can move that over to the side, so that's out the way as well. So now we're doing well. So we've got most of the things disconnected from the top. We'll go up in the air and have a look underneath just to see if there's anything else connected. There's this big plug down here that needs to come off, and then we should hopefully be able to undo all the bolts and drop the Radpack out. Now we're back up in the air. We've just undone this connection here. We've got the bottom radiator hose and the lower boost hose and the lower aircon connection, which is there. And then I think we're ready to come out. So let's whip them off and then drop it down. Okay, so now we've got a lower coolant hose off and the boost pipe is off over there. We've got the aircon connection up the other end, and then that's that ready. Okay, so we lowered it back down. We've just taken out these 13mm bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the side, we've just undone these a little bit, and we are now going to take these out. I've taken the bottom ones out, and now the whole thing is loose. So once we take the top ones out, we should be able to lower it down to the floor and then lift the ramp up, and it should come out by itself. So let's do that now. Both brackets off. See if she will wiggle down to the floor. Just like that. So now if we take the ramp up, we can now pull the whole Radpack out together. So now this is the whole Radpack all together. So now what we need to do is start stripping that down, so then we can get the new part in there. So let's do that now. So on the top of the Radpack, we've got these little clips. Just put a pry bar in there. We're going to pop them out, and that's what holds the top of the radiator in position. As you can see there, it goes over that little bit. So that's the first step. Now we need to try and get the radiator out from inside. So I've never done one of these before, so I am learning with you as we go. So let me just take a quick look at this, and then we'll come back once I know how it exactly comes out. Okay, so once looking at it from there, you have these little rubber grommet things that go over the top of the rad. You take those out, set them to the side, but the rad won't come out past the intercooler, so we need to take the intercooler out first. So these little brackets go all the way through, and then they sit in here. So what you need to do is squeeze the little tabs and push them through on both sides, and then the intercooler should come forward, and then just lift out the bottom, because that little hole at the bottom there is all it sits in. So I'm going to set that to one side. Now that's out the way, we've taken this wiring off the top of the rad here, And the same, now we've taken these connections out, the same thing should happen with the rad. And we do have a pipe connected down here, so we may need to just take this pipe out of here somehow. It does have a little clip. So once this little clip's undone, pull this pipe to the side. Now hopefully the rad will come forward and wiggle out, just like that. Lean that up against there. So now we have this housing here, which we can now set to one side, like that. And this is the aircon condenser, aircon rad, whatever you want to call it. And this is where you can see it's leaking. It looks like a stone has potentially gone through there. So now we need to work out how to get this off of the coolant rad, which is held on with these clips up here. So we're just going to figure that out and then we'll come straight back. So it turns out you need 6 pairs of hands to do this job. So this is the clip that holds the aircon condenser in. In the middle here, you have this tiny little clip. You need a small screwdriver, bend it out ever so slightly, and then tap this side. And then what that's going to do is going to release that clip off of there, and that just slots over that there. So we're going to do both the same sides of that, and then it should just lift out of the bottom. So let me do that. Okay, so when I started doing this one, we have a problem. It hits the side here and doesn't come out fully, so there must be another way. So if you turn the thing upside down, you can actually pull these plastic tabs. Couldn't see them because they were covered in rubbish. You pull these plastic tabs and the aircon condenser will actually slide out. So that's something else we've learned today. So now we've got that set to one side, we can actually put our clips back in the top here. Make sure they're clipped in. We're going to clean up all of this rad, and then when the new condenser goes in, it will slide in and then down into these clips and lock into position. So let's get the new one unboxed and then chuck it back together. I think we may have found why the condenser is broken. It looks like a bird has flown into it, and maybe its beak went through it, maybe its wing went through it, I don't know, but this poor bird is now seen better days. So let's finish getting this cleaned up and we'll get the new one in. So we got our nice shiny new one unboxed. It comes with new seals and everything that you need. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this lined up, and then we're going to click it back in to position. Hopefully if we can get them lined up in there, which they are, and hopefully if we can just push this down, and then with a little bit of help they will just clip in. Okay, so these clips are very tight, so what I did was I just got a screwdriver underneath very slightly and then just levered it over. These are plastics, so take great care when doing those. Now that's in and on, so we just got to swap over this pipe from the old one, which is there. We do have new seals, so we'll put them in as well, and then we should be ready to go back into there and back into there. Okay, all brand new condenser in. The pipe is now attached with the new seal and the new stud. So now what we need to do is get that back in here. So let's see if we can do this one-handed. So these little dowels need to go into the rubber bit, and then hopefully that'll push down nicely, and then you'll see these bits go sliding into the top there. Also, don't forget to put your pipe back in its bracket, so that's nice and firm. Yeah, we've left this connection in so we don't get any dirt in the system, and we'll change that when it's back in there. So now we've got the radiator pack back in. We can do the exact same for the intercooler, which just slides into the bottom there, and then these little brackets hopefully will just slide in to their little housings. But obviously nothing's going to be that simple, so I'm going to need 2 hands to do this, so I'll come back to you in a sec. Okay, so that bit was a little bit tricky, but it's because you've got all of these and you don't want to break any of these tabs off. So once the intercooler's now pushed back in, we can go ahead, put our little grommet things on there, one on either side. God, I am being rubbish today working one-handed. Now we have these little things that will clip over, so they then sit down, you push it in like that so it's down flush, and then you clip it in, and that locks the coolant rad into this lovely little housing. There we go. So intercooler's now in, rad's now in. So what I think we can do is go back in there. So let me just get all this into position and then we'll come back. So I've got the Radpack lined up on the floor just there. So now we're just going to drop the ramp down a little bit just to make it slightly easier for us. Now we don't have to lift it up as far. So let's get these little side brackets on so we can lift it up and hook it into these 2 here. So let's just do that quickly. So that is now back into position. So you need to get these little plastic things lined up in here, and then all of this will line up. These actually slot into there. If you have a friend that can help you lift it in, do that. I don't have any friends, that's why I had to put the camera down and do it by myself. So now we are ready to put these larger screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them, back in. So there's only 4 of those, and once these are in, we can start to put all the pipes and electrical connections back on. So let's just do that now. There we go, Radpack back in and secure. So now it's a case of putting all of the pipes and stuff back on, and then we'll have it gassed up after, and everything should be hunky-dory. So let's crack on, put this back together. Okay, so that was a little time lapse there of me just popping it back together. As you can see, the front bumper is now back on. We've just got a few little bits left to do. Got to put this trim in, but what we need to do is take these clips out of here and put them back in here so it actually pops in and stays in secure. Then we're going to do the inner wheel arch liners, all the clips underneath, and then we'll come down and we're just going to put all the bolts back in here. So let's get into that and let's do it now. So that's the car all back together. Coolant all topped up, engines run up, the aircon has now been regassed and is coming out super cold. So if you like the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and I will see you in the next video.